How's it, everybody? I'm here with my cryogenic soldier. I'm gonna make an episode all about our contribution in this amazing island where we live. I'm not gonna try to listen to voices. I'm going to tell something what's happened from the beginning. I'm gonna first say, of course, I love Africa, Zimbabwe, South Africa, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about our story, how we've been living with the alien dropship and how we struggling in New Zealand. I'm not going to diss anyone, but I would first like to say, in the first place, when I first moved into the house, I wanted to make a some sort of village with Africans and Polynesians, of course, and of course a village would be better. Then at least would have people. But some spicy person started trying to talk about pornography, bro. Horrible things with white people and things, my friend. Things that are African not supposed to support. That's why I got my animal hog gear so nobody can stop us. Which I'd say, of course, I love my girlfriend. Of course, I love my parents. Of course, my house is beautiful. And of course, I love all the homeboys, but all the homeboys, not just all the young girls. I love all the boys in the hood, which I can't talk about. Then what am I supposed to talk about? Well, Polynesian people, of course, I'm gonna fall in love with. But I'm talking about our story, how I love my girlfriend and my parents led me into the spider web where we're watching pornography and the spicy Indian is trying to give me a load of nonsense. I'm supposed to make a mountain of gold. And I'm watching this pornography, mate. It was horrible for years and years and years. How people were dissing me and how they calling me a scrub and my breath was smelling. How I had no friends. People are trying to jump on me, mate. And if I can't talk about my friends, then I'm talking about us, our contribution to the world, how we led to the lockdown. And so many people think they got no friends and family, and suddenly the water flooded, and just how dodgy it is. And it's quite dodgy, I guess, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how I loved my house, how beautiful it was, how hard I worked. And I'm talking about myself and how my parents think I don't care about them, and how my friends don't come to my house, and how I miss my friends, but all the boys, all the homeboys from the place. Well, obviously, I can't escape, but how I wish I could turn my street into some sort of ancient world with pillars and stuff, make it beautiful, mate. And absolutely beautiful, how beautiful the birds were, the trees, and how I care about my neighbors. But and also, I'm not going to talk about how dangerous it is and how I know all of my neighbors and stuff, how they just think I want to wank the whole day. That's what I'm talking about, man. There's other things I want to do than be a racist also, mate, and screaming and listening to loud music. But how I'm trying to not be positive. I'll admit I'm a gangster. I'll admit I'm not going to act innocent. I'm not going to try to apologize right now. But what I'm going to say is the truth. I'm going to talk about us. But I'm also going to say if I'm drinking, we're all drinking. I'm not going to say that anything bad about New Zealand. I'm going to be a bit of a cheater. I'm going to cheat right now. I got my bodyguard right now. But of course, I love white people. So what I'm confused about, how can you even make me watch pornography like that? In the first place, I would watch nice rock music. Definitely nice hip hop music, not some sort of encrypted messages, mate. And the pornography also too disgusting. So right now, I'm just going to take a few minutes to get a drink. We're back on the piss. Of course, I'm not a racist. I love African people. Of course, I'd make some sort of village with Zimbabweans, of course, Africans, Polynesians, something nice, bro. With my Tongan friends, could work on the gardens and stuff, pillars, something from the ancient world, you know what I mean? A beautiful street, something that mankind doesn't know. I'll make some sort of hidden street, you know what I mean? Where people can't just come and try to creep also. I guess it's dangerous, but some of us have to stay here. Of course, I love my housemate. I love my girlfriend, my parents. What I'm confused is why they even thinking of something so malicious, the spicy person. But I guess I'm not going to deny that only God can do that. Of course, we've had some beautiful episodes, but it's just a dream of thousands of people that nobody wants to admit right now. But of course, we've got people that listen to us. Our dream to have the equipment, our dream to be a group. and I'm gonna just make an episode for other things, groceries and stuff. But what I'm saying, if I'm drinking, we're all drinking. So I got my warrior here. So I'm gonna talk about myself for 30 minutes. How I love Polynesian women. How I'm dreaming about a girlfriend. How they rinsed my brain. I could just change the channel or something. I'm also gonna admit and say Roselda, Blanca, and Buildings gave me a pipe dream. Way too much, mate. For anything to try to not try to be available, but not right now. I'm just making an episode about us. For the first time in my life, I'd admit, dodgy, it's dangerous. But finally, it happened. Uh, Finally, everybody's seen there's nothing more important than the witch doctor that's in front of you. Of course, I love my friends, but all my friends, not just my few friends in the garage. How my dad straight away tried to isolate us instead of trying to choose a village. Would have been way better, you know what I mean, having all people, a nice, beautiful property, and how everybody was young, and how our lives were sapped, taken away from this spicy person. So I'm going to go sideways also, mate, also be a girl, and try to run away like my girlfriend, which I'd never want to lose, or her parents, or even try to fight with biker gangs, mate. I'd rather be a vigilante, some sort of beautiful property with ancient world pillars, and look after the gardens and look after the houses hidden away and make the whole neighborhood beautiful, um and even how I love my property, the birds, and how beautiful it was, how hard we worked to stop the graffiti, all the parties that everyone's went to, and all the concerts, and how people have worked hard, and not just the struggle. How I don't like prostitution, man. How can I live with something so evil, mate? But not right now. We're gonna have a bit of a drink, a few minutes. We got another few 30 minutes. I got my friend. I'm also gonna talk about myself, how I've worked hard, super yacht companies and stuff, how everybody just thinks I'm a generic soldier, some sort of bodyguard, but they don't even know the truth. How I love sensation and islanders and Maori people, how I wish I got signed to Dawn Raid, and people P Money and Scribe all can't even think about me. How my cousin made a song with Chris Brown, but he can't even think about back home. I won't say Zimbabwe is beautiful, but I'll say, of course, Zimbabwe is beautiful, not right now. Lucky we're not in Zimbabwe, Luba. But I'd also like to say dodgy, but not dodgy enough, but not clever. But of course, I care about my parents. But now in a bitter struggle, now we got a hard battle, mate. My dad is convinced that I'm hurting skinny white girls, and I've got the same dangerous white women that I love to see. But of course, I got my friend who's going well. I'll talk about in another episode. But I'll admit, mate, the pornography and stuff horrible. Also, hating white women disgusting. How much I wish I could have had the opportunity again, and just even think if I could just have the power some of these people have. Imagine all the advantages, man. All the people look like they got $1 million, and it just looks like people just want to hurt someone. And how life was horrible. So we take a bit of a break just to have a drink. How I miss Africans, mate. How I miss home. How I'm happy I went to South Africa, but upset, heartbroken also, how the world has tried to put me to the test again. I've got to be, how I wish I had the opportunity to be with my girlfriend, how I would have just caught a bus and ran away instead of trying to fight with the police, and even swear my parents. How I wish I was like a sideways boyfriend. But not say that I'm not, but I'll also take advantage and say, of course, I love white people. How can you even think I want to be supporting criminals like that? Niggas with dicks and shit banging white women. How people used to chase me in the street. How jobs I had to work hard. How, of course, I respect my people. But I'm not going to listen to voices. Right now, I'm going to be the gangster, the president. I'm going to be the leader of the festival village, which of course is a beautiful place. But how beautiful my house was, man. The birds, and just how we were in peace and harmony, man. In peace, live in peace, quiet. I'm not playing with Donald Trump. I'm not playing with these people, man. How I love my friends' parents, and I'm not gonna name anyone. What am I supposed to talk about? The pornography. How I hate that shit, man. My hands so filthy, bro. How hard I worked to clean myself up, and also how hard I worked to get those things. How upset I am. I'm not gonna say I'm happy. Of course, my friends are gone. Everybody is curious. Nobody comes to my house except somebody trying to creep. How scary it is. But of course, I'm happy about the boys that helped. all the original boys from the hood, Skrilla and stuff, how young he was, that he made it out of there, but still thinks I'm going to choose some of these people. How upset I am that people don't even think about anything else. But I'm talking about how, in the first place, if I had the opportunity, I would have made some sort of village, right? A village with Africans, of course, and people for my mom and dad, and of course, some sort of beautiful place with pillars, the ancient world. Instantly, if somebody just told me somebody's trying something dodgy, I'll say, damn, this guy might try prostitution. He might try something. How I could just change the channel to all the sideways things. How I care about my girlfriend. How the boys were trying to defend her, and all the good times we had. Our story, man. Just want to do something for groceries for our people, all the people that exist in our magical island, where we could be surrounded, mate. How the person thinks I can even get a court case. How loony the spicy person is. But of course, only God can do that. How beautiful some women are. And exactly, you try to do something which I don't only detest, which can't exist. But of course, it's only a few more minutes. But I'm not only going to talk about myself, I talk about all the people that have done so much, bro. So much in this magical place, New Zealand, all the boys that think nobody cares about them. But right now, I'm talking about myself. My friends trying to come on the mic. So, what do you want to say? Not now, sit down. Headhunters Fight Club. You sit down and talking about us. You can have another thing. Of course, I love my place. I'm not a disrespectful person, but I'm not going to act innocent. But I love my property, how beautiful it was. I'm living in peace and harmony. Suddenly, somebody's saying I'm part of this insanity and comes and destroys my beautiful place without even giving me somewhere to live. But of course, I love the opportunity to compete with Sky Television. How I like biker gangs, and how I like all the other members that I've seen, the thousands of people that are jealous. Jealous of these Africans that are showing off with diamonds, man. So much money, this guy with his video, man. How it makes us jealous. And how my cousin and his BMW, the whole city saw him, but he can't even think about anybody else. How I also like also being a Maori person, how I try to learn, but not right now. Just taking a few minutes. I got another 20 minutes. Just want to look at our dream of all of that equipment, which we lost. How long people were waiting to listen to us be a DJ group. How people were trying to diss us. How we had to fight to get out of YouTube. And just how many people watch our stuff. And just how many people are in New Zealand, how overpopulated it is, how the world has changed, how beautiful it was before somebody tried to test us. Yeah, it used to be a beautiful world. People were younger. I was the number one danger. The whole high school forgets I was their friend. How nice Zimbabwe was before the shadow of darkness came here and started trying to say we're racist and all these voices. Just how important God is, and just how beautiful life is. But not right now. Just want to get on the piss and just show people if I'm drinking, we're all drinking. Hold on, Lister. Just talking about our story, how I respect the police, and just how hard it is running from the police, and how shit prison is for people. Trying to be the leader when the leader is gone, and how I'm proud of my friends. How I'm proud that they subscribed for something that's the secret weapon of the universe, how everybody wants to be married. But just how beautiful some people are, and how happy I am the flood happened. Because I knew it was dodgy, I knew it was a dangerous place, but I didn't realize it was so crazy, man. How I could have been involved in the flood, how I could have been underwater, and just how scary it's become. Yes, it's a beautiful neighborhood, man. Of course, I'm never going to try to drink by myself. But of course, how I miss all the boys, and how I feel upset that nobody comes to my house, man. But you're leaving me a captain of the ship, a ship that's bound to sink. But not right now. Right now, I'm making an episode about us, how we were dreaming about being a rap group, how we try to follow Dawn Raid, and how shocked we are that they are climbing through the roof and try to support New Zealand, but not trying to brown nose. I'm going to cheat as well. Also try to drink 1,000% lean and try to absorb something just in case the police think I'm not a criminal. But how I don't support pornography and prostitution, man. How it hurts people, bro. How jealous you get. All the thousands and thousands and thousands of beautiful women that some nut is blocking us like NFL. and how you miss everybody, how you miss people's parents, and how people get angry when you're just trying to get a girlfriend, man. How I loved my girlfriend. Some nut at Sky Television is doing something, I could just change the channel. Man, I signed on for therapy, but how I wish we had a village community, and how you wish for the opportunity again, and how hard we worked for our equipment is a dream of all the neighborhood, bro. All the boys and stuff, how young we used to be talking about vampires and the hierarchy. And just how some chickens want to come clucking, man. Next thing, we've got somebody trying to take over the drug trade. Don't even know anything about the biker gangs, how they used to hate us. People used to think this is some sort of animal world, mate. How scary it is, mate, when somebody's trying to creep from Mount Roscoe, mate, and just looking on TikTok at the nonsense that don't stop, and all the online things, how we used to be friends, and just how somebody tried to test us, man, that we're gonna accept this nonsense. And the police, how I said, I wish one of those police girls was my girlfriend, and just how scary it is sitting inside you. How you wish you were in a community with everybody. Maybe it could have been different. People wouldn't have tried to test me, try to put me in this battle with these people, but not right now. I'm talking about our story to set the thing straight. How scary it is when your girlfriend says your sister's been hurt, and you're just a young person, mate, and how people think you don't care about your white girlfriend, and just how crazy it is, man. How you miss your friends, just how it feels when people have died, and just like some fly that's flying on your cup of tea, mate. How you respect the government, mate. How so many people don't understand, people don't want to rip off the thing. How in the first place, I'll say, how can you smoke shit like that? How people hate blasting. But in the first place, I would have made some sort of village with Africans and Polynesians, something beautiful with like the ancient world pillars where people could ride with motorbikes, and been a vigilante. I could have been a vigilante and taken all these problems away. If only I had a nice girlfriend, or somebody would just come to my house. And also how I fighting jackals, and trying to listen to what people are talking about. Just all the parties, the houses that I've done, freestyling from corners and corners, and all the people that laughing and stuff. I guess it's funny. Somebody's jerking off and wanking in the room, and people just want to laugh. But they don't think about all the disgusting things, the women and stuff, all the women that think nobody cares about them. But anyway, this is halfway through, so we got another 15 minutes. I'm talking about our story, how we conquered pornography. And this business tried to beat us. And suddenly the world flooded. That's why I'm happy. Must have been confused, mate. How we got technology and stuff, the opportunity to meet black Americans, and opportunity to go home to South Africa, and how I miss Zimbabweans, mate, and people in my life, and some scumbags got all our people on TikTok and is doing something with women, and how I love my dogs, and somebody just thought my neighbor's not going to help me in the fight. Of course, I love having fresh breath, but the opportunity to work with the best minds in the world, and try to also learn these things, and well, that's halfway through. So I'm talking about our story, how I miss all the homeboys, how I wish I had the chance again, chance to meet the person. I'll tell the person, man, there's so much opportunity you can do. You gifted, the thing's so beautiful, man. Don't put poison in the liquor store. That's not going away. That's not going to stop, man. How I want to smoke, and how I want to party. How I miss the Britomart, bro. How I miss Auckland City, those days where you could go on a date, and all my friends. And how I wish I could be married or something. Anything else, and have a girlfriend of that's so beautiful. Things I could do. I just catch the bus. How hard it is, man, being hooked on drugs. How lucky we are, man, that God exists. But also how evil the world is, man. That people don't even think about anybody else, and how you can be homeless, man. How you can just end up in an emergency housing, and just how hard people are working to stay at the top, man. Just want to do something for us, for groceries, social life, anything for the kids to know that we also just as good as those guys. And how some people just think because you got jewelry and diamonds, and how you making people wish. And after wishing for so long, finally we got all that money. And just how I want to listen to nice rock music. And how I miss all the rap music. Just hold on. My friend wants to talk, and everyone wants to say something. I can't do something. I'm talking about how we had the opportunity, and how somebody just even thought I can live with darkness. How we figured out that, or what I can't figure out is why couldn't you make like a village for people and stuff? It would have been way better. The opportunity and how people should have jobs, to have decent jobs, and how I need to trust you right now to do your magic. How I care about all the homeboys. And instead of trying to support anybody else, I want to support us. How I miss our music, mate. How I'm trying to support local Maori music is a secret, mate. Like how you miss the Warriors and Hurricanes and watching rugby and stuff, and all the good times are going to count. But of course, my property is beautiful. I also miss the days where we were friends watching rugby. And of course, I miss having my gang around. But I also feel good I subscribed, and how I know people are working hard. I'm proud of Skrilla, but also upset. Upset my house is gone, bro. I worked so hard to live like that, man. My birds, my trees, damn, why would I even want to live anywhere else? And how upset I am. I've got to be one of these people, man. People with tattoos and diamonds, bro. Now I got to try to be one of these loony bins, bro. And how upset I am. I'm not married, man. But happy I subscribed. How I miss my homeboys. How, well, now's the end. Of course, I'm proud of my friends' parents, but how I would wish we were all together. And how I wish I could play anything else except that shit, man. Especially people with diamonds and stuff just makes me wish how thirsty I was just watching these people so happy. Well, that's the end, man. And to start to talk about us. So start to say how I don't like prostitution, man. And all the pornography, man. Why would I even want to be this? How happy I am I finally beat those people. How beautiful Thailand is, and how my parents just put me in a battle, man. That I just want to put something for people so they know we exist. They know that it's finally over. And the last minute, how proud I am of everybody. How everybody just thinks you're some sort of dirtbag that don't go through a hustle. Yeah, of course I don't, but proud to be the leader, the president, and also happy of my neighbor. But how I miss my house, man. How I loved my property, which should have stayed intact. How I wish people would come to my house. Just how my dad don't even think about that, but he wants to live with us, man. How I wish I had everybody in the garage. I would open the door all night, like a tiny house or something. And even have people, a village, man. Some sort of thing where the police can also have just a little bit. Instead of trying to use needles. Of course, I care about those white women, but you've got to let the skinny white girls go. They've been haunting us for too long. And just how happy I am. I beat TikTok, man. I won against you, trying to put money down a deposit. And how I miss the days of YouTube. How I just wish I could sit with all those girls and everybody and say, don't smoke this shit, man. There's something else that's better, bro. Living life, man. Trying to build be a vigilante, man. Don't hate the white people, and all of a sudden you try and what? Some sort of battlement. And how I'm happy I showed white people and made peace. But then somebody still tried to step to me. And how happy I am I showed people that I'm also bad. How everybody just thinks I'm innocent. No, bro, at the last few minutes, I'll say you've got every opportunity, how you can travel through time, how upset I am that you don't even talk to me. My back is broken. How I wish I went to a different high school, Prince Edward, and how happy I am I went to Kelston. But how I miss my girlfriend, and how you already starting to even think I can escape is even mad. How I'm proud of the headhunters, how everybody supports them no matter what happens, and how trying to get a Maori tattoo instead of even thinking of these foreigners, man. Just how surrounded I am. And just how happy some of my stuff comes in Hollywood. That's our job, man. And how you try to take over this trade. You tried, you spicy. But lucky I'm not watching that shit, man. Just afraid it goes into work and income. But more afraid you try to get into my bank account. That's the ultimate fear right now. And how aliens, dropships have been fighting with all the rocket launchers and technology. And just how people think you're going to die and get old, mate, when you're so important. And just how important your own witch doctor is. Your own medicine is the best. But that's another episode for us, all the homeboys that think they're going to escape. How proud I am of that video they made. How they helped, man. How I like how the boys are texting everybody. How proud I am of the members. How you even think I'm not a gang member also. Like I'm not a Robin Banks or not a Ram Raider. Just want to take a sip and just breathe in the fact that I've got my benefit, mate. How I rely on this thing, man. I need that thing like I need my girlfriend, man. Like how I need people in my life. How can they even think I'm gonna support another business? How this guy just came here and messed up our thing. How I miss my thing. But I'm just making an episode for groceries, man. for igloo, man, for cigarettes, bro, coffee, toilet paper, anything except TikTok's bullshit. How proud I am we went there and beat those guys fighting and the neighbors helped. Of course, I love my place, but I'm just doing something for our people. So they know we exist, all the young people that feel jealous, like this thing's gonna make a difference. No, it doesn't make a difference, bro. Now we need to be one of these businesses. I'm just talking about how I miss my property, man. Watching rugby and all the chicken nibbles, how nice it used to be. And also your butter chicken, man. How your quality, how beautiful India used to be when I was younger. Just how beautiful the world is. How it used to be nice, and then suddenly some spicy person just thought you're going to make $1 out of me, man. This mountain of shit you gave me and expecting too much without being available, man. Just being under pressure, bro. Just how hard Africans are working, man. And how the lockdown, they saved our life. That it's all just disappeared. And you're still dodgy. And just what people are talking about, how it stops. But now's the end of the battle. I'm just talking about our story, all the people in our country, and how you cutting down Russian soldiers, how people feel afraid. Afraid that these things exist and suddenly the monster has come. I'm talking about how I don't want to apologize, but I also miss my property and just how scary it is knowing the world is going to flood. And where am I supposed to live in a flooded world? And how was I supposed to survive? Lucky I didn't end up in a mass grave or something. And how I miss America, man. How I miss all that music. How I would have rather chosen our side, or Polynesian side, than the foreigners, man. How I miss the Sharak music and the days sitting in the garage. How I miss girls and people. And definitely, man, how I wish I would have the opportunity, to change everybody's life, or Star Wars and things, instead of feeding us a pipe dream. I would have made the world a better place. I would have taught the universe that mankind is an apex predator. But like what I'm saying in the first place, I would have done that instead of wasting 20, 30 years sitting in a garage. I would have done anything, man. I caught a bus, grabbed a girl and jumped on a motorbike. How jealous I get of people, man. How do they win so much? But not now. Just want to congratulate everybody and just make an episode for us. We got to spend our money. How I'm stuck in this place. How my parents have made me a gangster, that I'm already dead. Some of us have to live here. How I'm stuck, and how I miss my property, how beautiful it was. How I miss the motorbikes and care about people and afraid of prison, man. But also with the last few minutes, how can you just do that? As soon as I open my mouth, there's Rosalda Blanca, El Chapo, buildings and things. And from that pipe dream, man, relying on somebody like myself is also only something the universe can't allow, man. You can't be putting so much pressure on one person when there's so many people around, man. How I wish I had some sort of army of people, you know what I mean? A village or something. How defending this place has become so crazy, but I guess it's dangerous, whatever, but how beautiful it used to be. How I wish I was with all my Polynesian people instead of Pakias and Pailangis that just hate us, man. It's not like I hate you, man. How am I supposed to live? If I'm supposed to be watching some other criminal, man, make somebody scared in this country knowing this thing, it can't exist. It can't. And now finally I found Candy Club and how nice Hangar Bars is. But now we're at the end of the battle, so I'm just going to get drunk. How I miss the days, and I wish I had the opportunity. And what do you want to talk about?
It's all about life.
Here's my generic soldier is going to finish it off, my bodyguard. Talk about life. Talk,
Hello, people.
Talk, yeah.
Hello, people. Can I adjust this microphone, bro?
Just talk like that. It's going to finish.
Yo, listen up, bro. Like, what I want to say is, we need to respect each other. Like, you know what I mean? I go by the name of Lester, as you can see. You know, there's things in life I want to accomplish. I want to be successful and open up my own clothing company. But yeah, it all depends on me. You know, I can't be blaming everybody and blaming the government. I blame me. Because if you want it really bad, you gotta go out there and do it. You gotta perform. You know what I mean? If you want the world to change, you gotta change yourself. Otherwise, nothing's gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Technology is changing. There's AI that's overtaking people's jobs. Before there was cashiers. Now,
Too much.
wait.
You can have your own thing.
Wait,
Go,
wait,
get
wait.
away from this headhunters. That's headhunters fight club, bro. Don't try to come here when the president. I'm talking about how proud I am of everybody not choosing these rappers with diamonds and stuff. How important it is for you not to give up your freedom, bro. And how you allowed to live. how important it is to try to support people, and how proud I am of everybody that you've overcome the lockdown, and finally this darkness has put us to the test. And finally we're out of here, bro. And now we're gonna live this life of money and luxury. But really, I'm not happy because now I'm one of these guys, bro. I loved my house. I was living in peace and harmony, and proud of people. But how I miss all the boys and the opportunity, and how I wish somebody would have just told me, man. I'd have just said, hell no, bro. I'd rather no, bro. You can't talk. You're talking nonsense. How proud I am. It's just a bit of a smoker, but done and dusted. The last few minutes, how I respect the police. How I wish that one of those girls was my girlfriend. She's beautiful. But just how I'm always locked up, man. All these creepy places, he only thinks it's a few. And all the community service, man. All the people that I had to freestyle, and all the dangerous times, man. I could have been chopped up, but I survived, and how proud I am. I beat Google. I beat Microsoft. I might have no money, but how proud I am that we could have done anything else except waste our life. But if you can't waste your life, we're at the end of the Russia war, mate. How happy I am that people have seen. The world is a beautiful place. I can survive the front lines of K Road. I can survive anyway. That's the end of the battle, mate. I'm just talking about our story. How proud I am of everyone that you didn't come to my house at all, but at least we have an online community. So I'm just making something for ourselves. I'm not trying to be a trouble starter. Just how hard it is to be paid, but how happy I am I got all their money from no other way than using professionals, and thinking of all the people, mate, and just trying to block off all the crazy places, just how scary the swamp is, but also how beautiful it is and amazing life is, and just how somebody can just think you're not waiting for these things. But I guess, like anything in the universe, bro, another episode. But also, how scary TikTok is, man. How can you even just do that, man? What a fight that was. But on to the next battle, done and dusted. But also, how I wish I had the opportunity. But that's the end. It's for groceries, social life, and other things. And how proud of everybody for not being like these bad guys, man. For choosing the better life, and how we subscribed for this thing millions of years, and how being an ordinary person is better than somebody that's trying to listen to voices, mate. Be available, not unavailable. And just another episode for the empire. For everybody that thinks the big guy is gonna stop us, mate. You're only gonna stop yourself. We're putting money down this time, bro. That's the end of the episode, like the battle, mate. Nobody's gonna be talking. It's all about DJ Slaydem, our story, and how proud I am of my nephew and son and my family, and how people think I got no children, man. A pimp like myself. How beautiful some women are, that they want to sell themselves no more. And how the world has changed, and done and dusted, bro. Just like that. $900 trillion, bro. We out of here, G. Now the cash and money, the life and technology. Step away from the fight club, bro. How my pad is a party place, mate. The done and dusted, mate. Another episode. Keep going, mate. But cash down, money, dollar makes the place bubble. Spontaneous combustion.
Let me say something.
No.